Hey y'all, it's Beer Thrift Machine, and today we're going to talk about $50 items that sold on eBay, so stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name is Julian, also known as the Beer Thrift Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online and make YouTube videos about it. I do this full time, and I mostly sell on eBay. I have been selling a little bit on Mercari and Poshmark. I actually had a couple Poshmark sales, which was actually pretty cool, but we're only going to talk about eBay sales today, and we're going to talk about everything that has sold over $50. Not everything, I've only picked out 10 items that have sold over $50. I'll try to tell you exactly how much I paid for the item and how long they took to sell, and if I took an offer or exactly where I got it and stuff like that. If you are new to the channel, I do all types of videos. I do haul videos, the day in the life full-time eBay reseller with sold videos. So if you want to, go back and watch some of my other videos. And if you do like the content, always remember to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up, and then write me a little comment because it does help the channel out and I much appreciate it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with 10 what sold over 50 bucks, probably in the last 3 weeks or so. So these are recent sales. So the first one right here is going to be Warner Brothers Gallery 1994 Pepe Le Pew toasting flutes. I was going to go ahead, I should have put the keyword wedding in there and stuff, but I actually forgot about that. I picked these up for $70, so not a lot of money made here. Thought they were going to go for a lot higher, and they didn't. Somebody offered me $100. I was sitting on them for a while. I was actually already in the good on the auction. So really, I did spend 70 bucks on these, but when these sold, I was already in profit on the auction, so this was going to be 100% profit, and I did sell for $100 plus shipping. I should have hung on to them a little bit more. I know they were canceling Pepe Le Pew. I thought that was going to drive the prices up, but it really didn't, and it stayed about the same. So not a great sale, but they did sell over 50 bucks, so not too bad. These right here are some Wilson Staff fluid fields. Now with these, you really got to type in everything on the head of the club, but this is a iron set, and this is a lower iron set that I usually sell, but I can always pick these up usually at a garage sale for very cheap because they are old iron sets and people just want to get rid of them for usually like 10 bucks, 5 bucks for the whole iron set, and they usually do sell for about, over 50 bucks no matter what you kind of get with these Wilson Staff fluid fields. These did sit for probably 6 months to 8 months, but they did end up selling for $89 plus shipping. Shipping on these, I have a way to ship clubs, iron sets that still fit in that triangle box that you get from the USPS. You get that for free. And I do have a video on shipping iron sets that will fit in there. I will link that down below because it's a really good thing. If you put this in a different box, I know a lot of people have been messaging me, hey, I use a 6x6x48 box and it's oversized. It is going to be oversized if you put it in a bigger box like that, but you can fit a whole iron set in one of those triangle boxes with a little bit of manipulation, make it a little longer, but the width stays the same. So if you want to watch that, I will definitely link it down below because it does save you a ton of money. Golf bags have been selling for me pretty good lately. This one right here is going to be a vintage Ping bag. These are called Hoofer bags, and I have actually one for sale right now for like 80 bucks. I've never seen these go below $50. So if you're in the thrift store, they are just old Pings, and a lot of times they have like that little Ping guy on it that has the golf club. I really don't know his name, but you'll notice that if it has that guy on there, most likely it's going to be older, and it has the stand. Just make sure the stand works properly on it, and it's not too beat up, no holes in it. Make sure it's not dry rotted. And a lot of times I find these in decent condition and they clean up very nicely. And this one sold for $60 plus shipping. I use FedEx when I ship on these. The box that I use to ship golf bags in is going to be a 12x12x38, or it's going to be a 10x10x38. I get those off Amazon, so I will also link that down in the description if you want to check those out. But again, $60 plus shipping, and these usually don't take but about a couple weeks to sell, and I picked them up for very cheap at garage sales and thrift stores for maybe 8 bucks at the max. This next one right here is going to be a Callaway cart bag, so it's a bigger bag, has a 14 divide, and that's just in the very top of it. You just count the divides and put that in the keywords. It has 7 pockets. I always count the pockets to tell them exactly how much it is there, and I take good pictures. And that one right there, I do use the white background. A lot of times I've stopped using white backgrounds, but I haven't found a really good way to photograph these bags without using the white background. I had $7.50 into this, and it did sell for $71 plus shipping. Again, that goes FedEx and one of those 12x12x38 bags. This one is a really good one to look out for. Once I find these, I always sell them, and they never go less than 50 bucks. This is a TaylorMade Racquetball Z Fairway 3-wood. It was a graphite shaft, and this was a regular flex. It did go for $88 plus shipping. I spent $15 on that, at a garage sale, and these things sell almost instantaneously. Especially it's good if you can find it with a head cover. It does drive up the price a little bit, maybe about $5 to $10 on the head cover, but they are really good. So if you ever see a TaylorMade RBZ, comp it out. If it's in good condition, definitely pick that one up. They have like this white coating on it, or like a white paint that sometimes looks like it's chipped or whatnot, but they still will sell for usually more than $50. Even with a bad grip, these are very sought after clubs and they sell very fast. This is a Sony SLV N500 VCR. It did work, had the remote. This one went for $63.75, and the buyer did pay shipping. And I picked this up for, I think, for only like $5 or $10 at the thrift store. I will tell you this, I have been getting out of actually selling VCRs and combo units unless they have the remote. They fetch a lot more money that way, and that's just how I'm doing it now. They are kind of a pain to ship and everything, and I've been stepping away from them, and I don't really like to sell them, but it's hard to pass one up that has the original remote with it because they sell a lot faster. This one sold within a couple of weeks, got it at a Goodwill, but the remote is like key for me now, as I'm always looking for that remote. This one's a pretty neat sale. I've always heard that Yearbook sell, and this one did sell. This is a vintage 1971. This was actually a Japan USA military yearbook, and it sold for $75 plus shipping. I've always heard that these are very long tail, and this one kind of was, but really wasn't. I mean, I think it sold within 6 months of me getting this item. I got it for free, and again, $75 plus shipping. You can't go wrong with that. I don't know if all other yearbooks sell that fast or that well. If you have sold yearbooks in the past, comment down below what's the year of the yearbooks. Do they have to be in the 70s or 50s, or what's going on with these things? Because I've never seen one at yard sales or anything, so I don't really pick them up or find them. This just came in a big bulk a big bulk giveaway that this person gave me. But if you sell yearbooks, please tell me down below, because I think it's pretty neat. I wanted to include this one because this is one of those things, kind of a learning lesson. I was not going to actually comp this out for some reason. It was a very small book that I got in this cabinet. I actually purchased the cabinet and not the stuff inside of it, so I was going through it, and this was a tiny little book in there. Had no idea how much it was worth. I was just going to throw it aside, but I ended up comping it out, and there were some huge comps on it, over $50. So the lesson learned here is definitely comp out everything, even if you don't think it's worth anything, especially like little books like this. I just picked up a whole bunch of fly fishing books, and they are also worth some money. Maybe, not as much as this. This is pretty insane, but they're worth like $10 to $30 because they're, about fly fishing and how to tie flies. And this one was about turkey hunting. This was a field guide to wild turkey hunting for 1984 vintage book, and this thing was in superb condition. I put this up on auction for only starting out at I want to say $20. It went all the way up to $77, and the buyer did pay shipping on this with 11 bids. That was a 10-day auction. I only do 10-day auctions instead of 7-day auctions. I don't really know why I do that. I just do. This next one right here, I've sold a ton of pen gear. This is going to be a pen 535 graphite frame, 6.1 ratio. This is a conventional reel, super good condition. If you're out there and you see pen stuff, this is going to be reels and rods and everything, you might want to comp them out. Not all pen stuff goes for a ton of money, don't get me wrong. There's some $10 and $15 pen reels, but also in the mix that you're probably going to find are going to be some $100 reels. And this one again went for $115 plus shipping. I'm in the good on this. When I purchased it, I think I was only a couple bucks in, maybe $10 or $20, and they sold fairly quickly. But always be looking out for them pen internationals. They're going to be gold, or if a pen reel has gold on it, that usually means it's going to be worth a little bit more money. So definitely comp those out because they are worth a ton of money and move super fast. This one right here is going to be a vintage Fenwick FF70 fly rod. I basically got this for free because it was thrown in when I was buying a whole bunch of other fishing gear. They were like, hey, do you want this? And I didn't know there was a fly rod actually in this case. So I thought it was just the case. And I was like, sure. Well, it turns out there was this fly rod in here. And the Fenwicks, if you comp them out on eBay, some of these Fenwick things go for way more than $65 if they're in good condition. So definitely be on the lookout for that brand. This was a 2-piece rod and did go for $65 plus shipping. But that's a good brand to look out for old fly rods, it seems. I don't know this brand. I know nothing about this brand, but now I'm looking out for it because some of those comps are super, super high online. So right there, that's 10 items that sold for me over $50, probably in the last 3 weeks or a month. And like I said, I do these videos so you can go out there and find some of these items, flip them for yourself, and make some money. I do appreciate everybody that watches, and I will always catch you on the next one.